Here's the lineup for the 40-lap feature race. Michael Lewis and Ryan Newman are on the front row. Row number 2 from Newcastle, Indiana, Tracy Hines, and Akron, Ohio's John Nervo. Jason Leffler from Long Beach, California lines up in the inside of row number 3, and Kokomo, Indiana's Dave Darlin will be outside. Indianapolis's Ed Carpenter starts in the 4th row with Concord, North Carolina's Ryan Scott. Row number 5, 2 Indiana boys, Dane Carter from Brownsburg and Mark Boyce from Noblesville. The 6th row, Jay Drake from Valverde, California, and Casey Kane. In the 7th row, Brian Gerster and Travis Wellpott. Row number 8, Sarah McCune and A.J. Davis. The 9th row, David Goff and Aaron Pollock. In the 10th row, A.J. Fike and Jimmy McCune. And in row number 11, the man for whom this race is named, Mel Kenyon, who lines up alongside Wayne Chin. The 2000 Mel Kenyon Classic from Indianapolis Raceway Park is underway.
Michael Lewis proves me a liar again as he beats him into the first corner and leads it
to second position as Ryan Newman, working the high side of the racetrack, cannot get around, and the 48 car of Ryan Scott pulls in.
Yeah, we saw that second position swap twice there in turns 3 and 4. Now then Dave Darlin goes down to the inside, and it looks like he's going to get the spot away from Newman.
We're on board with Michael Lewis looking back at the 39 of Ryan Newman.
Yeah, Dave Darlin on the inside. No,
that's Jason Leffler. Dave Darlin is right behind his teammate Leffler.
Yeah, I couldn't see that one from the other shot, but that is Jason Leffler. You're right. He's moved into that third position.
Good side-by-side battle here, Leffler and Newman, as we watch from Lewis, and Lewis continues to do a good job of holding off, but not now as Leffler gets second position from Lewis, and now here comes Newman to the inside, trying to pull the old slide job on the pavement. Can't get the job done. Lewis now has third, and lightning is definitely evident in the northwestern sky.
And yeah, you can see Dave Darlin, he's trying to work his magic and get around somehow, as Michael Lewis has all kinds of challenges on the outside now from Ryan Newman.
They run side by side into the third corner. Once again, the leader of the race is Jason Leffler, who's gotten around the car of Tracy Hines, and Lewis to the low side, still in that battle with Ryan Newman.
Michael Lewis doing a nice job in a race car that I don't think is handling quite as well as some of these other guys. Looked like that race car was very loose early in the race. He's still hanging right in there and battling some really tough races.
And we're 3 wide down the front stretch as now Newman has made the pass and begins to challenge for second. He takes second position from Tracy Hines, and things are heating up on the track, Gary.
Well, keep in mind, gentlemen, these guys are not using radios. There is a threat now of rain. If we have rain, 21 laps would make a complete race. They may be battling, thinking perhaps, hey, I need to get to the front and stay in front in case it does rain. And I really don't think they have a chance to look over and see the infield scoreboard to see exactly how many laps have been completed.
Well, we're coming up on the completion of lap number 10 when Leffler hits the line, and we're on board with Michael Lewis. There is Leffler completing the lap. Newman running second, then Darlin, then Hines, then Lewis.
Yeah, and you can see that that's John Nervo, I think, right there battling with Casey Kane, the next 2 cars back there. So a lot of these guys really have come a long way, especially Kane. He started back in the 12th spot.
Yeah, we wondered how long it would take Casey Kane to come up here into a formidable position, and it hasn't taken him very long, although he is mired back there behind John Nervo. Now we see, now moves to the inside and passes Tracy Hines. So you're right, Larry, that Hines car is just not operating the way that he wants it to.
Tracy doesn't miss too many of them like this, but look at this. The 2 Nervo cars now battling each other as Eddie Carpenter has caught up with John Nervo. And don't put a wheel on your boss there, Eddie.
And Carpenter smokes the tires as he moves through the 4th corner. Eddie Carpenter has the white tape on the roll bar. He just passed John Nervo.
You can smoke that tire if you only do it for 1 or 2 corners, and then you get back up there and run a nice smooth line. But boy, you get to doing it 3 or 4 corners in a row, then you're in trouble. And you can see right there, Tracy Hines has got a loose condition as he's got smoke coming off his right rear tire.
Sure does. Now Carpenter right on his back bumper, and he smokes the tires. Broad slides it through the corner, heats up the tires, and
he gave Tracy a little bump down there, and there's Tracy letting him know that I didn't like that too much. Don't do it again. He doesn't know who it is, by the way. He can't tell who's bumping him, but he knows somebody hit him.
Little hand gesture there, but now here comes Carpenter looking to the inside once again, and we're on the 18th lap of the race, so keep in mind that there is a threat of rain, and the battle may be on to finish 21 laps, although for the moment the rain is holding off.
That's Chen, a lap car that they just got around, but right now these two guys are battling very hard. But I think Carpenter probably heated up his right rear tire trying to get around it, because he smoked it 2 or 3 laps in a row, and now that he's having to take it easy. Uh-oh, there's John Nervo, who's pulled into the pits and out of the race.
Nervo drops out of competition, so the winner of the semi-feature heads for pit road. We're going to take a very quick break. You won't miss a thing. Come right back as Jason Leffler leads the Mel Kenyon Classic. Leffler picks up the throttle, and the green flag is out. We are back to racing on lap number 22.
And right away, Casey Kane got by Ryan Newman, moved into second spot. Both of them going around A.J. Davis down there on the bottom side, but Casey Kane got a terrific start. That's Michael Lewis you're riding along with. He's running in fourth. Now then, Newman comes back to the inside, tries to squeeze him up too high. Casey Kane's not having any of it. He hangs on.
Boy, the young driver from Washington gives no quarter, takes no quarter.
Oh, he got a little high right there, though.
Now Newman gets him.
I think that's a case where the racetrack's a little slick, and he just got in there a little bit harder than he really wanted to.
Now we'll see if Casey tries the same thing at the opposite end of the racetrack. Didn't have the momentum build up. Let's see what happens as they head for turn number 1 once again. Casey looks to the inside, but Ryan Newman has that position covered.
Wow, it's hard to imagine talking about Ryan Newman as being the veteran. He's still so young, but in that pair, he really is the veteran.
And
you can tell the yellow flag's coming out. It's just too slick out there.
You can definitely see the car sliding around on the pavement.
I think that's a good move on USAC's part. You don't want to, no sense going out there and crashing $70,000 or $80,000 worth of race cars trying to get this race into the 40 laps. So they're going to run under the yellow for a few more laps, hoping that maybe the rain will subside, but it hasn't so far here in the last couple of laps.
23 laps are complete, so it is an official race now, and the rain beginning to come just a little bit harder. We are under the caution. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, we will take a break. It's Jason Leffler leading the Mel Kenyon Classic here in Indianapolis Raceway Park with a shower over the track. Onboard cameras courtesy of CarQuest Auto Parts. For your local CarQuest store, call 1-800-492-PART. Well, the race has been halted at 23 laps. It has been called. The winner is Jason Leffler, and here is Amy East.
Jason, it is officially official. The rains have come, and you are the winner of the Mel Kenyon Classic. Congratulations. This is your second midget win in a row here. It had been since last year, September, since you've been in a midget here at IRP. It had to feel good to be back.
Yeah, it did. You know, Bob East and Kelly Drake, they prepared a great car, and, you know, Steve Lewis owns it all. We just got to thank everybody, you know, that supports Steve, you know, wins, Team ASC, and we got some good power under the hood with that Ed Pink Ford, and I'm just happy to win this for Steve and all the guys. You know, they've been working real hard. They've had a great year, and it makes me feel good to be able to come back and win a race.
Over the course of the years on Thunder, we've seen a lot of drivers move up through the midget ranks to NASCAR, and that's where you find your home now. How does it compare with these midget cars? I mean, you say you like to come back, and when you do, you win. But Busch is now your home. How do you compare the two?
Well, you really don't. I mean, they're really, you know, obviously they're very different, but Busch is real competitive. This midget series is real competitive, and I found out tonight that these midgets were harder work than I remember them being, but you really got to be on top of them all the way around the track. But, you know, I enjoyed it here tonight, and I got to thank the whole crew, and, you know, everybody on the team did an awesome job.
After you won the heat race, Gary Lee asked you about that 1998 Mel Kenyon Classic between you and Tracy Hines. A little redemption. Had to feel good going by him there for the lead.
Yeah, you know, he was saying on the loudspeaker about him adjusting his shock, so I guess he needs to do a little more adjustment on him.
All right, you guys. Well, Jason Leffler is really excited, and he is our winner under this rain shower. We're dry, though, underneath these tents down here, guys.
And that, by the way, the animal that Jason just